Hello, John Zimmerman with TabletClass.com, and today I want to talk about perimeter. So hopefully this rings a bell in your memory, perimeter and what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at a problem. And I try to make my problems non-boring and try to look at real-world applications. So hopefully this will get you excited about the subject of perimeter. So here I'm looking at a countertop in a kitchen, and let's suppose that these variable expressions represented the distance of the width and the length, okay, of this countertop. So I told you to go ahead and find the perimeter, okay, using these variable expressions as the measure here. Okay, so if you know how to do it, maybe you want to go ahead and pause the video and see if you can, actually calculate the answer. And what I'm looking for is the simplest simplest variable expression that would represent the perimeter here. All right, so for those of you that need a little bit more help, the perimeter is simply the sum of all the sides of a particular object. Okay, so here the perimeter would represent this side plus this distance plus this distance plus this distance. Okay, so that is the perimeter. Now, if you look at it, we have to kind of make some assumptions here, and probably I should do that now. Let's just call this a perfect rectangle. All right, so if this one side here is 4x minus 1, then we can safely assume that this side will be 4x minus 1. And then if this side is 2x plus 8, we can safely assume that this side over here is 2x plus 8. So before I go any further, see if you can write yourself an expression, okay, that would represent the perimeter. Now remember, the perimeter is the sum of all these things put together. So it's going to be this plus that again, that 4x minus 1, plus another 2x plus 8. Okay? All right, so hopefully you've done that. If not, let me go ahead and do this here. So the perimeter is going to be equal to, now I have this 2x plus 8, right? But how many times do I have this 2x plus 8? Now I could write 2x plus 8 plus another 2x plus 8, but I'm just going to say, you know what, I have two of these, so I'm going to say this is going to be 2 times 2x plus 8, because I try to keep my writing to a minimum, okay? But that would represent 2x plus 8 plus another 2x plus 8, right? So we have to account for both of these sides here. And then we're going to do the same thing here with this 4x minus 1. So we have 2 times the 4x minus 1. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. And now we need to go ahead and actually do the math here, right? Simplify this variable expression. And I'm going to kind of erase this stuff so it doesn't get in our way. And actually, I'd like you to take a crack at this to see if you can simplify this expression. And if you're able to do it, great. So here is what you need to do. Okay, so the first thing is you have to use the distributive property to simplify these numbers be multiplied by these variable expressions. So this is going to be 2 times 2x plus 8. So I'm going to distribute the 2 to both of these terms. So this is going to be 4x plus 2 times 8 is 16 plus 2 times 4x over here. I'm sorry, I said 2 times 2x. Is 4x plus 2 times 8 is 16. So this is going to be plus 2 times 4x is 8x. And then this is going to be a minus 1, right? So it's going to be 2 times a minus 1, which is 2. Very, very easy to make a mistake. So I like to double check what I just did. So I'm just quickly go through it. So it's going to be 2 times 2x is 4x. That's correct. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4x is 8x, and then 2 times minus 1 is 2. Okay, so that looks good to me. All right, now the next thing we want to do is simplify this variable expression, and what we have to do there is combine like terms. So we're going to add the variable terms up, and then we have some numbers here that we can add up. So 4x and 8x is going to be a 12x, correct? If I have 4x's over here and I have 8x's over here, altogether I have 12x's, and then 16 plus a negative 2 would be plus 14. Okay, so this would be your perimeter. Okay, so the perimeter of this rectangle, given those dimensions I just wrote earlier, could be expressed in its simplest form as 12x plus 14. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that problem. And, if you like these videos, of course, please follow me on YouTube, be a subscriber. Also, I definitely encourage you to come on over to tabletclass.com, check out one of our free trials, and have a great day.